it's been, I'm kind of a member of the media, but I know there are beat reporters that are more into it than I am. But it's been an exhausting week for everybody that's paid attention to Michigan media. So finally, it has come to an end here, and yeah, Jim Harbaugh staying at Michigan. I don't think that if you would have asked me this, 12 hours ago, I would have said, nope, going to the Vikings, done deal. But there was a big time 180 switch here right at the end.
Yeah, I was on doing a live stream with another team, started getting text messages and live chat messages that, hey, this is being reported. Boom. I jump to Google. I go straight to the Steve Ballas Wolverine article that then I still held off to see if anybody else would support it or confirm it. I think NBC Sports jumped in and Yahoo jumped in. Of course, they cited the original article,
Right.
but after it gained momentum and a number of reputable sites were reporting, hey, this is a done deal. This is basically him going to Minneapolis to seal the deal. Then I went ahead with it in regards to I'm not the one reporting the news, but certainly we are here to analyze and react and discuss with everyone. So I think everybody was on that boat, similar to what we saw about a week ago with Tom Brady, where it wasn't confirmed, didn't come from him, but what turned out to be the truth was that those initial reports were true. So even
Right.
though they weren't directly from him, whoever had their sources, and that was a number of people at ESPN, NFL Network, etc., had their sources lined up and they pulled through, and that's what turned out to be the case. We're not holding any judgment on the reports themselves because sometimes you can get fooled in the industry. There's no question about that. So we know that Jim Harbaugh went to Minneapolis on Wednesday. There was
Correct.
just some confusion, or not necessarily confusion, just the unknown factor of whether that was for an interview or that all the interview portion was over and he was actually going to close the deal.
Yeah, and I think, there were different reports out there. A lot was coming out, from Ballas saying this is done. They're basically doing a meet and greet, sign the papers, and all that type of stuff. But then things started coming out a little bit later yesterday, saying, the Vikings have some reservations about Jim Harbaugh. They're not sure if he is, fully committed to the Vikings. They were concerned about his exit from the San Francisco 49ers years ago and all those things. So those started coming about. And then all of a sudden, the bomb drops that Jim Harbaugh has withdrawn his name from the considerations for the Vikings job. Now, the big question is, did he withdraw his name before he was even possibly offered, or did they say, hey, we aren't going to move forward with you? And then he said, no way, I'm withdrawing first, that type of a thing. I don't think there's a confirmed report either way on how that went down. My guess would be that it was probably a little bit of both. They had their reservations. Jim said, all right, if you guys aren't all in on me, I'm not going to be all in on you. I really have a good thing going here at Michigan too. So it's, obviously a great fallback plan, but it's hard for me, as from a Michigan fan's perspective, to think that Jim Harbaugh just said, you know what, no, thank you. I am fully in on Michigan after everything he's done for the past, couple weeks, and there's considerations for the Dolphins and the Raiders. He obviously had NFL interest. That's there's no question about that. So I don't think at the last hour he just magically decided, nope, I love Michigan so much, I'm going back to him. I think something happened there where it was, they weren't on the same page, or the Vikings weren't fully in on him.